for joining us this evening on TKO 8 Local News. Harrison police say 2 teen males were arrested on warrants stemming from an alleged drug deal in which a confidential informant lost $2,000 of police buy money. Marcus Mendoza and Joshua Womack were arrested Thursday morning on charges from a late March incident. Police Chief Paul Woodruff said that Womack made arrangements to sell 1.5 pounds of marijuana for $2,000 to an individual who turned out to be a confidential informant working for the police department. Womack allegedly went to pick up the informant where the informant gave Womack the money. They then drove into a parking lot where Mendoza was waiting in his vehicle and Womack gave him the money. Then Womack and the informant allegedly drove to a nearby residence, but when the informant got out of the vehicle, Womack drove away. The informant found there was no marijuana in the residence, and it was a simple theft of the informant's cash. Mendoza faces charges of theft by receiving, while Womack faces charges of criminal use of a communications device, criminal attempt to deliver a controlled substance, and theft of property. Woodruff said it's not unusual for drug deals to go bad, noting that dopers rip off each other all the time. 38-year-old Shane Slay of Oak Grove has been arrested on a warrant for robbery that occurred last month. According to the Berryville Police Chief, Robert Bartos, Slay is alleged to have shoplifted at the Dollar General store, but was caught by the manager. Both Bartos said that Slay threatened the manager with bodily harm and left the store before the police arrived. Slay is alleged to have done the same thing at Walmart on June the 13th and was arrested and charged with robbery, possession of a Schedule II and Schedule IV drugs, criminal mischief, and criminal trespass. He remains in the Carroll County Jail as of news time. 66-year-old Arkansas motorcyclist died days after being involved in a 2-vehicle crash in Madison County. William Morphus of Parthenon, Arkansas, was headed north on Arkansas Highway 295 near the intersection with Arkansas 74 shortly after 5 p.m. on June 28th when his motorcycle reportedly traveled across the roadway and the center line. It then struck the front of a 2001 Dodge Ram pickup headed south. State police says Morphus was flown to Mercy Hospital in Springfield, Missouri Monday, where he died a few hours later. Pending action by the Baxter County Quorum Court Tuesday, as voters could soon be headed to the polls 3 times in less than 30 days. The Quorum Court is being asked to approve 2 ordinances calling for a special election on October the 10th for levying sales and use taxes for expansion and operation of the county jail. On Thursday, the Mountain Home City Council approved a request for a special election on September 12th for funding the police and fire departments. Approval by the Quorum Court could set the stage for voters having two options to consider to address the public safety needs of the area. Sandwiched between the 2 potential special referendums is the annual school board election, which is September 19th. The Homeless Day Center, House of Hope in Harrison, is now celebrating its 5th anniversary and also celebrating a beneficiary's offer to match donations during their annual fundraising drive. Executive Director Bill Knipe said the agency kicked off its fundraiser last month, and the anonymous donor recently came forward with an offer to match donations up to $25,000 if collected by July 31st. If you would like to help then reach their goal by making a donation, you can mail your checks payable to House of Hope, P.O. Box 1645, Harrison, Arkansas 72602, or visit hopeofharrison.org to donate via the PayPal account. Stay with us. Be back in a moment. We'll take a look at some headline news from around the region as TKO 8 News continues.
The sizzling summer savings are in full swing this week at Edwards Grocery. Check out this week's deals. Best choice boneless, skinless chicken breast or tenders, only $4.99 in the 3-pound bag. Selected varieties, country-style ribs cut from the butt, only $1.69 per pound. Imported green or black seedless grapes, only $1.49 per pound. Folgers Country Roast Coffee, only $5.49. And selected varieties, Blue Bunny Classic Ice Cream, only $4.99 per gallon.
People around the country are noticing North Arkansas College as one of the best deals around. North Ark was just named one of the most affordable community colleges in the nation, costing about 1/3 of what you would pay at a university. This fall, North Ark is offering paid internships to help students earn while they learn. Explore the full list of fall classes at northark.edu and enroll today.
Enroll now. Classes start August 14th. For quality, value, and convenience, think North Ark first. We're your college.
Join Sammy Klein Thursdays and Fridays during the TKO 8 local newscast for this week's closing livestock market report, made possible by Quality Feed Grains of Harrison and Bellefonte. Quality Feed Grains has you covered. Everything for cattle, pets, deer, equine, poultry, seed and spray, show feed, and garden. Check their website, qualityfeedgrains.com, now for this month's special. Quality Feed Grains of Harrison and Bellefonte, proud sponsors of the Livestock Report with Sammy Klein on Harrison's broadcast station, TKO Channel 8.
Ah, sweet Louise, do you dream of Hercules? He'll be the best dressed for a tan, where you sure are something, the best there ever was.
The new Sport Heritage line.
Well, it won't mean nothing unless I try my luck and bring her out to you, Louise.
Only from Yamaha.
Ready for BTV's Sunday Funnies.
Not very funny.
With Gilligan's Island, Happy Days, Laverne and Shirley, I Love Lucy, The Love Boat, and The Andy Griffith Show. Sundays starting at 2, 1 Central on MeTV.
Police in Little Rock, Arkansas say they have no suspects in the fatal shooting of a 36-year-old Little Rock man. Investigators say that Sharman Bowie was fatally shot at an apartment complex in southwest Little Rock early Saturday morning. Police received a telephone call reporting that two people were fighting in a breezeway at the apartment complex. When police arrived, they found Bowie's body lying on the ground with gunshot wounds. The case is being investigated as a homicide, which is the 30th homicide of the year for the city of Little Rock. El Dorado police say no charges are anticipated after the accidental shooting of a 7-year-old boy last month. Police have refused to identify the victim or the alleged shooter, citing their desire to give family privacy during a difficult time. Officers did, however, say that the shooter was a minor. The boy died June 25th after being shot with a small caliber handgun. Family members say they were unaware that the gun was in the house at the time and that it belonged to a relative who stayed at the home off and on. The state crime lab determined the death was accidental. According to Craighead County Sheriff Marty Boyd, a man from Georgia was killed Saturday in a crop duster crash in Craighead County. The man was identified as 27-year-old Ronald Everidge of Georgia. The crash happened along Highway 226 in the area of Cache. According to FAA spokesperson Elizabeth Isham, both the Federal Aviation Administration and the National Transportation Safety Board are investigating the crash of the AT-662 aircraft. Arkansas agencies will be allowed next month to hire employees for vacant positions without having to ask permission, as they were required to do so under a state hiring freeze. Starting August the 1st, agency heads will be allowed more discretion to fill their vacancies. An executive order that was signed by Governor Asa Hutchinson the day after he took office in 2015 had required agency heads to ask permission to hire new employees. Arkansas state auditors say a 2% pay raise for about 360 state government officials will cost the state about $780,000 over a 12-month period. The state's Independent Citizens Commission approved 2% pay raises on June 27th for each of the state government's elected officials except Republican Lieutenant Governor Tim Griffin. The raises will go into effect this Friday. Figures provided by the Republican state auditor Andrew Lee's office indicate that the raises will boost the cost of the state official's salary to $40 million in the fiscal year that began July 1. Before we take a look at the weather forecast as we move through the work week, here's the way the stock market ended today. Well, looks like summer is here, finally. We've really had some modest temperatures so far throughout the month of June in the official time frame of the summer season. But looks like July is going to change that somewhat, as temperatures expected to be some of the warmest we've seen so far this summer season throughout the work week. It was a warm day out there today. The humidity about 48 to 50%. Temperatures around 91 degrees. Actual temperatures felt even hotter than that if you were out in the sun and not in the shade. Here's the way it looks as we move through the work week. Tomorrow looks to be about the same. Temperatures around 92 degrees in the afternoon. No rain in the forecast. Partly cloudy skies on Wednesday. Still a warm day at 91 degrees. And right now, Thursday, they're looking at some scattered thunderstorms to move into the area, particularly in the afternoon, and because of the heating, and 90 degrees in the afternoon, 60% chance of those scattered thunderstorms. Likewise on Friday, 90 degrees and 40% chance. And Saturday, scattered thunderstorms still in the forecast, about 90 degrees and 60% chance. But that's not uncommon for this time of the year, particularly when that humidity gets up there in the afternoon, kind of sparks some of those little pop-up thunderstorms. Some people get a lot of rain in a very short period of time. Others get a few sprinkles. Some get none at all. And that's kind of the way it's been. Stay with us. Be back in a moment. We'll take a look at sports from around the region as TKO 8 News continues.
Becoming a clinical medical assistant offers a quick transition from college to career. This fall, North Ark is offering a clinical medical assistant course to prepare you for the job in doctor's offices or health clinics. Clinical medical assisting is included in the Arkansas Future Scholarship, available for qualified applicants.
Enroll now. Classes start August 14th for quality, value, and convenience. Think North Ark first. We're your college.
Hello, this is Michelle from Nature's Wonders. Are you trying to get out and take in these beautiful days, but find that you end up sneezing, itching, and getting all sorts of bites or rashes? Don't let outdoor allergies, bugs, or poisonous plants keep you from enjoying all that the Ozarks has to offer this season. Stop in at Nature's Wonders and let us show you the products we carry that can help with the challenging parts of nature so that you can enjoy all the wonders. Find us on Highway 65, just down from Thompson's Ace Hardware. Nature's Wonders, the natural living store.
The Townhouse Cafe in downtown Harrison is offering a great reason to wake up on Saturday mornings. Their incredible brunch. Starting at 7 a.m., you can enjoy all of your traditional breakfast favorites or some of these decadent dishes. Eggs Benedict, featuring an English muffin topped with ham, 2 eggs, made any way you like, and topped with fresh-made hollandaise sauce. Plus, you'll also get your choice of hash browns or home fries. Perhaps something even more delectable. Townhouse Cafe's fabulous U.S. farm-raised butterfly trout grilled with a drizzle of hollandaise sauce, 2 eggs any way you like, hash browns or home fries, and either a biscuit or toast on the side. Absolutely delicious. Saturday brunch at the Townhouse Cafe in downtown Harrison.
This is Josh from Harrison Battery and Tire. Lots of folks have been asking about roadside assistance, and now it's available. 24 hours a day, 7 days a week, we can quickly and efficiently take care of your tires and battery issues with one phone call. Professional, secure, comforting to get you back on the road. No matter what time, no matter what type of vehicle you drive, call for details at 870-741-7041. Harrison Battery and Tire on the curve of Main Street in Harrison, harrisonbatteryandtire.com. Big enough to serve, small enough to care.
The 2017 edition of the Natural State's most comprehensive football publication, is now in the newsstands. Hooten's Arkansas Football Magazine previews the upcoming season for all 208 high school teams and the college teams throughout the state. The biggest section of the magazine breaks down every high school football team and conference in the state. According to Hooten's, Harrison is expected to make a return trip to the postseason. The Goblins are picked to finish 4th in the 5A West, and they are also ranked 6th in all of Class 5A by Hooten's. Alma is selected to win the league this season. Mountain Home breezed through a game Sunday on its way to winning the Babe Ruth 15-year-old North Arkansas State Tournament. The Blue Devils beat up on Fort Smith 17-2 at Equity Bank Sports Complex in Harrison. Jim Snyder picked up the victory after pitching 4 1/3 innings and giving up 5 hits and 2 runs. Dylan Peash, along with Satch Harris, led the Mountain Home offense with 4 RBIs each, as Miles O'Brien scored 4 runs. The Blue Devils will be in Petal, Mississippi, July 24th for the start of the Babe Ruth 15-year-old Southwest Regional Tournament. Tommy Pham, Paul DeLong, and Luke Vaught homered as Lance Lynn pitched 7 innings in 3-hit ball for the St. Louis Cardinals. They beat the New York Mets 6-0 on Sunday afternoon. It was Lynn's longest outing since May 23rd, when he threw 123 pitches in 8 scoreless innings in a 2-1 loss. Clayton Kinshaw and the Dodgers' Trevor Rosenthal struck out the side in the 8th, and John Beretta pitched a scoreless 9th as the Cardinals finished a 6-4 homestand and moved into tie with the Chicago Cubs for second place in the National League Central Division. Clayton Kershaw became the major's first 14-game winner Sunday after the Los Angeles Dodgers' 5-2 win over the Kansas City Royals. Justin Turner homered twice for the Dodgers, who own baseball's best record now of 61-29 at the All-Star break. Royals starter Danny Duffy took the loss after giving up 5 runs in 7 innings of play. Hilo Kostenvich dominated the Indy car race in Iowa Speedway for the first victory since 2014. The 42-year-old Kostenvich led over 3/4 of the 300 laps, giving the powerhouse Team Penske its first victory on Iowa's short oval track in 11 tries. That wraps up our broadcast here for this evening. Thanks for joining us. Join us Monday through Friday at 6:30 and again at 10 p.m. as we continue to bring you local news, weather, sports, and local announcements from around the area on Harrison's broadcast station, TKO Channel 8. Now stay tuned for more local events around the viewing area.
James MacGyver.
Don't tell me you know how to make a bomb out of a stick of chewing gum.
Why, you got some?